Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Get that out of here. All right. Hey, everybody, it's your boy Matty-Rants. Happy Saturday to you, or whatever day on this planet, or possibly a different planet you may be watching this on. But we're here to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17, Episode 4. I'm a drag queen. If you're a fan of Now That's music and compilations of the sorts, now that's 80s, 70s, 90s, the full work. I grew up in a time when those albums, that's right, CDs, compact disc, ruled the world, and those commercials would stress you out or either bring you comfort, possibly at 1 p.m. in the afternoon or 3:32 a.m. in the morning after a long line at Jack in the Box trying to get that after club mix. I know what's good. So I was happy for this challenge. I will say that, I am finding this season very interesting. Everybody's on go for the most part. Even the quiet girls, I feel, are even doing something. So I may not have the same feelings as you, but I certainly am enjoying this season, and we'll try to elaborate more on that throughout this review, if you will. But as a reminder, I do cover another show called The Traitors. The Traitors is on Peacock. Bob the Drag Queen alumni from RuPaul's Drag Race was on this season. If you are also interested in that show, you might want to check out my reviews. I switched from Mondays to Fridays, so you actually have 2 episodes this past week that I just did, for I think episode 4 and 5. Good stuff. That show is chaos personified. If you're into that sort of reality TV show of who done it, I think it's you, it's not you. It's giving that, and it's kind of a good time, but it also can frustrate the hell out of you. So I would suggest you tune into those reviews. That is actually up now. Make sure you tune into that. I try to get those views up, if you will. But yes, today is season 17. Of course, tomorrow is the panel. I do still plan on Monday for the rant report to be done. I know, shout out to Liam. He has been sending me some stuff with the Discord as far as the memberships are concerned. I've had some things go on in the background lately this week that have caused me to sort of sit back just a little bit and gather my own thoughts together. I've kind of been on a little bit of a stress level billion, but I haven't been trying to express that. As you know, I don't like how people have been coming at me lately, and so I just haven't been bringing nothing to the table. But I am going to try my best to have something. Liam, you said Sunday, and I'm like, bro, give me a second. Don't give me dates. Let me make the decision. I appreciate the work, but I will get it done more than likely before the end of the year, for sure, and that is another week at least. But yes, yeah, there's just a lot going on. Personal stuff that has nothing to do with YouTube or Drag Race, family stuff, and other things that I'm dealing with. As you know, like, this world is coming to a really interesting chapter, and I've had to do some stuff that I didn't think I had to do, because a lot of things change in certain laws, and I've had to do a lot of stuff in the background. It's been extremely stressful, but I've also had to, do some other stuff that just it's not for y'all, and I'm trying really hard not to bring it to y'all. So, and I know I've done it before in the past, and I've been criticized for that. So I'm just like, okay, I'll scream in my pillow myself, and then we'll handle it later. But everything is okay for the most part. It's just a lot going on, and it's just I am overwhelmed with a lot of things. So that's why I've been sort of like post and go, if you will, post and go, post and go. I thought I was going to get some good news this week, especially with a job I applied for, and I did not get it. So I'm like back to the drawing board again. That was one of my stresses, and just a lot of stuff. So it is what it is. I got rent coming up, and I'm just like, all right, girl, pull it together, young man. But just a lot. But I do appreciate the views for this season. This entire month of January, honestly, looking at my analytics, I'm like, yo, okay, this is exactly what I remember. I enjoy so much talking to y'all in the chat. We be up in here and having the best of times talking about this TV show and other shows. And of course, the panel being back weekly. I can't promise it to be weekly for the rest of the year, but it will be for the entirety of season 17 for sure. And when All Stars, of course, takes place. But not everybody is as interested in international seasons as I am. And I'm also trying to dive into other reality TV shows I think are really dope right now. And I want to get my hands into those worlds again. Plus, so many other shows are going to be coming to a close this year, like Stranger Things. I want to cover that because I've been covering Stranger Things season by season. So why not cover the end of that entire franchise where these teenagers or young adults are now grown ass men and women, if you will. But there's also a whole bunch of other shows that y'all have been dying for me to cover, things that I actually do watch, like Project Runway. You want me to get into the Bravo verse. It may take a little while to like pull in others and this, that, and the other. But I do still, I'm doing Drag Race. I just want you to know that I want to do more because I'm getting bored just talking about just one thing. And it's been, I feel, translating in my work. And so I'm trying to get out of my head with that, as well as working on the background stuff and things of that nature. So I just want to give y'all a heads up of that. And I appreciate the support. Love y'all down. I do receive everybody's take on what I'm doing, whether they like me or not. And there's good and bad, whether you have something nice or nasty to say to me. But, you know, I have to, as a person, take for what it is and just move on with it. But, you know, at the end of the day, that it is what it is. And this is my life. Don't you forget. It's my life. And I just want to be my little cornball self like I used to be. I feel like I like last year, especially. It was just like with the majority, at least the end of the year. And like this year, I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like, girl, stop. Like, there's too much garbage going on right now outside of everything. Like, why bring that over here to this platform? Like, no, y'all have fun, giggle, kiki. Don't fight each other. Don't fight me. Either way, I love y'all down. I want to have fun today. All my links are in the about section for this channel. I'll talk about them more at the end of the video. As a reminder, disclaimer. This program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. Oh, I'm about to get to everybody in the live chat. So if you said hello to me, I'm about to do a nasty scroll before we start. So get ready. Here I come. All opinions expressed by opinions? All opinions expressed by Matty-Rants and program participants are solely personal views and do not affect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so don't be rude. Grab your libations and strap in, because I'm a little bit of a talker, maybe here for a while, not too long. Don't post any spoilers in the chat, because why? And if you feel uncomfortable viewing this program, consume some Mattivia. It gives you that good poot. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Gas. Do that. Do that. Do it for me. Do it for me. Burn it up. I want to shout out to my friends who I'm probably going to see today. I haven't been out of the house this entire week because of the winter storm that took place in Houston, and of course my own things I had to deal with and minor light depression on the side. It's time for another game night tonight, and I gotta go see my boys tonight. But shout out to them. Like, one of them is actually in this picture back here, because I have a new microphone and a new camera, and I was thinking about the things I've been grateful for lately. And that was one of the things. I was like, baby, I have brand new ring lights. I got a brand new camera. I got this microphone. I've been dying to get one. I've been such a procrastinator of all this kind of stuff. And I love it when I got the right people on my team, but I also can return that back to them. And I feel the same way with you as my rant pack. So I just want to share, again, it's like, as much as it's like, oh my gosh, it's like, okay, we can find grateful things. We can find things to be very grateful. We can't be negative all the time. But yes, I have opinions on this week's episode. I liked it, but like, okay, there is something about the internet and the delusion behind mediocrity and the grace and the blessing that is uplifting fuckery, if you will. And I love Joella Down. I think she's the Ella, if you will. She sounds so funny. It's nice to get a new version of Aquafina. Personally, I'm kidding. Am I? I'm kidding. But like, you're not gonna tell me that if any other bitch would have walked out there in a goddamn Pop-Tart, excuse me, what looks like a very absorbent pad, if you will, and turned around and give cockeyed Paul. Come on, brother. So like, I get it. It's fun. And she's she's so fun. Like, she's great TV. I do want to see her again. But there are the things that I have read where you have given so much hell to somebody that put so much work into something. And then you look at this girl and it's given non-necessary, no need to not. And like, we can all keep cack with her and we can live. Cause I like her down, but like, I thought it was wild. I thought it was wild. Some of the things I was reading where I was just like, but if another girl wore it, like let's say Corey walked out in that, would you give her the same time? I don't think you would. So I don't know. I think it's really interesting that it is a lot of the personality can sell it, can really give something like it. I don't know if it's because people see a lot of themselves in her or in the factor of she basically was just talking a whole bunch of shit and didn't even back it up. But like, she stood on it. She was like, I ain't moving nowhere. I am that girl. And it's like, well, okay. You're not, but yes, you are at the same time. Like, you can't dance, but girl, you move. You know, you're not the funniest bitch, girl. You're hilarious though. You're not giving like that, but you do give something. I'm not mad at her at all. And I'm not mad at anybody that lives and breathes for Miss Bob, but I just think it's wild how we can take in certain people in the way that they project themselves. And the translation can be either just so good or just so like against it all. It's wild to me. It's very interesting. Because there are some girls that have been on the show, and I think to myself, what if they had another opportunity to come back on here? And like, everyone finally got it. But what if they just presented the same? And maybe not? Like, I don't know. I'm just not trying to like come for anybody. I'm not trying to be nasty and be like, girl, you shouldn't like no one. Because for me, you choose your favorites. It's just like a fighting game. Like, we all can't be June. We can't be Ling Xiao Yu, not my mains. We all can't be, how wrong. I'm on my Tekken fix. Please forgive me. I got to fight these boys when I see them later. So yeah, like, give it for what it is. I just think it's crazy that sometimes I just feel the picking and choosing does happen a little bit. But again, I got to give Joella some credit here because as much as I was like, please go, I also said to myself, oh, I'm going to miss her though. I was like, she can go, but I'm going to miss her ass. That was where my mind was very conflicted. Like, I didn't want to see another fool on the stage again. I didn't want to see another, what the hell is that? However, I am going to miss the banter. I am going to miss a lot of the nonsensory. I hate how it went down for her, because even in Untucked, she couldn't give us what she gave the first episode when she knew she was going up against Lucky. Like, it was a little bit more of a defeatist moment because it was kind of settling in like, oh, this is real. And I really may be going home because the two people I'm up against, they're not to be played with. Because like, I felt in her spirit, she knew she could tear Lucky through. She knew Lucky wasn't that dancer girl. The other two, it was like, I don't know if I'm going to beat them. So I don't know. For me, it was interesting to watch, but I like her. She's very entertaining, and I think it's also kind of kooky or fun that what she came out in is essentially what Katy Perry would have walked the red carpet in on any occasion. That lady has literally been a fucking burger. I thought it was kind of on brand. I was like, actually, she's giving her that's her mama right there. Something stupid. What is this for? I don't know, but here we are. Let me get my water. Let's go ahead and start this up. I'm sorry. I had to go through my speech and I just, it was on my chest. And I was like, no, I just got to get it out now before I even pull up a screenshot. Listen, if you did want to drop a tippy poo in my jar and supporting your boy hosting with the mostin right now, you do not have to. But if you want to, please and thank you. It does go a long, 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 long way. The cat litter, this, that, and the other. And of course, other things, especially when we have really tough days on this platform. But by all means necessary, not necessary. But if you want to, please and thank you. I most certainly would appreciate it. It's PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, Venmo MattyRants. That thumbs up button is totally yours to control. If you would just hit that for me, please, making sure that YouTube knows I'm doing an excellent job. And of course, get in the comment section after this video and talk about the episode highs and lows, what your take is on this, that, and the other, who is, either you're living for or bothering you. And Mina is eating her food that they need me to switch around in bowls because apparently they think I'm stupid. And I put a full bowl of food down and they're like, I don't want that anymore, but you're going to eat it though. So we just switch it around in the bowls and all of a sudden it's fresh again. These cats are crazy. Swear to God. Last night especially, they didn't want me to sleep for nothing. They were like, sleep? You? How funny, Daddy. Who needs to sleep? Listen, want to give a shout out. First tippy poo of the day. Thank you, baby. Goes a long way. Candy. Thank you so very much on my Venmo. I appreciate it, my love. Thank you so much. Okay. Let me get my highs in order because there's a lot of people up in this chat today, and I want to make sure I say hello. Almost 200 of you. God bless you for being here today. And again, I know we all going through something, so I hope whatever you're going through, that you're getting through it together. We getting through it together. Ooh, sorry, I'm not going to sing today. That's a lie. Joel, I love you, baby. How you doing in the NGP? Hey, baby, my Paulette. She hugs. You know what's up. Belle Chan, Emrika, one of my favorite. Bonjour, madame. Comment allez-vous aujourd'hui, n'est-ce pas? I love you, baby. DW, my friend, real life. I'm gonna see you tomorrow, maybe. Gross. Yeah, okay. No. Patrick, how you doing? Mina, how you doing, my love? Dooku, I love the Majin Buu. Avi, that's everything. How you doing? Welcome to the live. Mahalia, is that how you? I hope I said it correctly. If it's Halia, apologies. I feel Mahalia is in my spirit, but I want to say, God bless you and I hope you're doing well, baby. Laura, hi, baby. Jazzy, you know what's good. Trans Haitian Poppy, what's good? How you doing, Daddy? Patrick, what's up? How you doing? Nerdigans, I love your name so much every time I see it. How you doing? Jessica, Mark, Auntie Joyce, Plural Queen. Oh my goodness, Drewski, what you got to say today, baby? Hey, Quan, what's going on? Abina, Angie. What's going on, everybody? It's so nice to see your face. Purple Eater 42. Once again, I was so glad to meet you at DragCon. Love you down. Hugs and kisses. Lamorris, how you doing? Hope I'm not missing anybody. Sasha, Angie, Lisa, how you doing, my love? Thank you for all the P.O. Box love. Because when I tell you I'm paying for that damn P.O. Box, and I'm like, somebody better send me something. I know that the Christmas thing went down. That was Amazon's fault. That's not the P.O. box. They actually get stuff, especially if y'all send it from overseas. I definitely get those, which is crazy. But thank you so much, Lisa. I love you down. That's the Ken. How you doing? Overseas. I don't get just things from overseas. That's not true. I've gotten more things. Things that are in state, I also still get too. I don't know. Yeah, it was just that Amazon thing, and it was the Christmas stuff that was going on because there was a lot of things happening in the States when people are, around Christmas time with thieves and all that gross stuff. Danielle, how you doing, baby? I love the way you spell your name. My sister is also named Danielle, but it's spelled without the E on the end, like yours is. It's the same spelling, which is about that E on the end. I think that's cute. How you doing, my love? Corbs, how's it going? Okay, I know someone's like, this guy. Carl, how's it going? Sean, I would get we're gonna start the show. This is a live, by the way. This is a live stream, so this is meant to be the longest conversation, not the shortest one. Stephanie, I see you in the live chat. I just gonna say just your first name since I don't have to say your screen name, but you know who you are. I know who you are. But thank you so much for your generosity and love. It is really much needed, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much on Cash App. Much love from Poland. Shout out to you in Poland. Shout out to everybody overseas. It's amazing. Anybody that's tuning in across the world. I'm getting my passport this year. So get ready for Maddie to be hitting across the countries. Yeah, I'm excited. Like that was one of my goals this year is to get that passport and to dead ass, like not just be here in this place. Lux, how you doing? Okay, we gotta start this up. Ginger Jordan, how you doing, baby? Amy, making sure. Jamie, what's up? Imagine, Shave, my Canadian queen. Rob Ward, Jeremiah Lewis. Oh my God, Bobby, how's it going? You have my brother's name, but you're the feminine spelling. Sorry. How you doing? Okay, I think that got everybody for the most part. Mexican, how you doing, my love? Louise, Lady Hakuto. Kissy kisses. Bridget, what's going on? Okay, Big Teal, Jason. All right. Start it up. The girls are mad. We got timestamps in the comment section. You'll be all right. You will be all right. We're trying to make sure. Nick, I see you. Okay, I think that's it. If I see someone along the lines, I'll say hello. But if I missed you, I'm so sorry. We do need to start the show. Raphael, I caught you. Ha! And peace to Mateo. Boom, there it is. Okay, let's start this up. All right, I feel better now. If I missed you, but hello. Nice to see you. All right, 216 in the chat. Hit the like button. Let's do this. Everyone was sad that Lucky is gone. Everybody was really upset. Okay. I don't know if even Arietti and Lucky had swapped pubic hair and saliva just quite yet, but you know, they were feeling it because they got very close. Reminder, they didn't go home for 2 episodes. So they had time to really think about each other. Do you understand me? You know, everybody's feeling it. Susie Toots knows that her fart buddy from Florida is no longer going to be there with her. You know, Lexi felt the spirit of Lucky. She understands coming from a hard background. I mean, real talk. They were sad. Womp, womp, womp. You know, it is interesting, Joella, because it's like, bitch, I stayed. I did what I had to do. I mean, you did move in a certain motion that allowed you to stay in the competition, which I think is great for you. You know, I do actually feel a little bit bad, a tad bit, thinking about this because they are sad that Lucky is gone and every right to feel that way. It's kind of like, oh, well, we still got Joella. And then later on in Untucked, when she went to have that private moment to sort of cry in the corner, her Mona Lisa came over there to comfort her. And I think a few people followed a little bit later. So it just was, I felt bad because it's like, okay, I think you did, even with the Delu and all that kind of jazz, and especially a conversation you had with Anya, which I think was producer prompted, but I'm trying my best not to be on that like wavelength of thinking because it's like I don't want to think that, even though it felt very out of the blue. Hey Anya, you talk about being like what, Black and African. I want to be Chinese. Tell me about that. Like I'm exaggerating, but you get what I'm saying. It was a little like, where did that come from? Lexi was just talking about having to be in an abandoned house 2 minutes ago. And then all of a sudden we see Joella quarter turn her head, left neck, and go, hey baby, culture. No shade to that. It just, that felt very, someone told you to talk about it. Even though what Joella said in the confessional felt very real and valid with the whitewashing of her drag. I received it. I was like, okay, I feel someone told, but at the same time, maybe, yes, this is something that you talked about that maybe a producer was like, you've discussed this. Why not talk to Anya now? Because she's doing something specifically related to her culture and you're trying to find your own steps in that. Maybe she can help. I don't know. But I'm going to be real with you. As much as everybody was entertained by Mama's fantasy of whatever life she was living, I knew her curtains were close to being cut. I just knew it because I've seen her move and dance in a lip sync. It has not been wonderful. I got the same experience on a previous season with somebody else that said they were a dancer. And every time they went up against somebody, it was like, wah, 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 wah. looking like one of the penguins in Madagascar, baby. Like, I don't know what's happening, but like, you're not moving the way you need to. Your knees are not coming up as high as you want them to. And them legs have never reached the top of whatever mountain you think you're on. Everest, never. But like, she's still interesting. She's still entertaining. But who else you gonna beat? Lucky don't know how to dance. We just saw that. Shoes off, fall and flop. T. Who else you got in there? Maybe Butthole? Maybe. Bobby, that's exactly who I'm talking about. See, I'm kind enough not to use names, but I can give you a damn good description, officer. Either way, I like Joellis. But I'm also like, nah, she's about time. Yeah. Unless you were to come out in something amazing. Sam Starr is feeling their shit, and they should because they won that week. I didn't agree, but at the same time, I'm like, come on, Sam, you better feel it. The girl said you were ranking them low. They should take me seriously. Yo, okay. All right. Anya was also happy to have given some praise and wants to keep that trajectory. We are reminded via this profile. Good night, Moon. As Jules Sparkles is feeling still kind of a way about the trim being taken, but she will forgive, but she will not forget. Look it. I like Jules still. I do like Jules, but I'm also like, as much as I live, I'm also like, girl, all right. Like, what you see and what she's giving, some things just we ain't here. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I feel okay. But I think Jules maybe, I don't know, something she may come up, I don't know, something she's still being looked at and they like her. She was in the top for the first week. You know what I'm saying? I think she will come around. I don't know, this runway here and this, that. She's doing a good job, but I feel like she's in the high safe range right now. Not in a safe low. She's in a high safe range. Like they're gonna talk to her eventually, but right now it's like, okay, maybe next time because we like this one just a little bit better. Okay, maybe next time because even this week I was thinking based off of what happened with the duo in the group, they were like, no, we would rather have the conversation with Arietti low than have the conversation with her high safe. So I was like, okay, got it. Her storyline is building. Arietti, my Libra sister, they're trying to say you're the villain online. Why? Why would they say boo? I'm here for Arietti. I don't give a damn. Yes, I'm a little bi, but yeah, I'm sorry. I was with her. Bitch should have won, in my personal opinion. I know she was just a little in her feelings. If you didn't know, this is about Libras. Yes, I'm going to use the zodiac sign a little to the point of nauseum today. So vomit now. If you don't have bags in front of you, you're not on a good flight. But we Libras have this thing where if we don't feel shit is fair, oh, we're going to be up. If it's not justified, if it doesn't make sense, it's going to drive us a little crazy. And I may be wrong, Ariette, about you, but specifically, I'm thinking on the lines of if I was you in that situation, as much as I'm going to want to be like, congratulations to Sam, I'm also in my head going to go, I didn't like her wig. I didn't think the hat was big enough. I think her dress is nice, but me, complete package. I was giving puss. What are they talking about? Couldn't what do I got to do now? And now I'm going to overthink it. Because there go the Libra. I'm going to start overthinking it. Indecisive motherfuckers. Now I got to start thinking about everything. Oh, I'd be worn out just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. So, to me, I'm fine with her geesh and her drag, but we'll get to that conversation on the runway later. Because I was like, are we doing this? And I get it. At the same time, yes, you do want to see a change up happen, but you kind of gave them a critique for this look in particular, where they did sort of thin out the makeup and they did the change up. But then this week they went back to their comfortable style, and you were like, "No, I hate it. You look like you're on Cats." But I was like, "But the previous week, she thinned it a little bit more and did something just a tad bit different. It wasn't like a full exchange of face, but it was like, okay, let me just a little bit." And like you were giving that that to me is why I was a little pressed with Michelle this week, because I was like, Like, it's almost like you're telling her, don't go back to what you were doing because I like what this is. And you almost gave the same critique to Susie tonight. Like, I don't know what the Betty Boop makeup is, but this, oh my God. Because again, Susie's makeup was gorge. But like, okay, is Susie going to do this makeup for the rest of the season now because of Michelle's critique? I don't know. But I just want them to still be who they are. I think Ariette's makeup is perfectly fine the way it is. I wasn't used to Susie's makeup. I got used to it and it started to look good in certain cases. I think it was about the blending for certain stuff. And I liked what she did that was new. But to me, and this is fine because I don't think it's a bad critique for Michelle to give. It just feels weird when it's done in a way where it's like you're praising them to do something different, but almost to change who they are as a person and not to elevate them. But I know that the critique is to elevate them in their drag and it's not to take them down. That's where I'm trying to put my heart there. But it just feels sometimes where I'm like, okay, we can take that A or we can take that B. But sometimes C is going to step on up, bitch, and it's going to DEF you up. And that's what I feel Ariette's on right now. They're overthinking that thought. They're overthinking it. They're overthinking it. I like the white, but it's okay. I think it's definitely for the more versatility. It's just the way the presentation is given sometimes from Michelle. It's almost like she's irked. So it's like, you tell me this and it's like, are you mad at me? Like, I don't know. It's weird. I get it, but Michelle's not wrong, but I don't want Ariette to change who they are. So there we go. That's how I wrap that up. Come on, Lieb. Thank y'all so much for tuning in today. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become a part of the Rant Pack family. My name is Matty-Rants. I am sometimes funny. Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. I think I already said that. Here I go again. If you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, thank you. It's PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, Venmo MattyRants. Each and every tip goes towards a hungry cat named Mamu Chan or Mina Ko, who have kept me awake for the last 2 nights, bitches. But I love my babies. I love them. I do need to get more litter because I need to stop getting the small bag. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. These are two shitty little kitties, okay? I was afraid she was behind me. I got nervous. They know when I talk about them now. I don't like it. But, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Mina had me crying this morning because she just wouldn't stop meowing at me. And I was like, what do you want? It drove me nuts. But she just wanted me to pet her because she was jealous that Mamu got cuddles this morning. That's all. She gets jealous. And I try to pet him when she's not like in the room. Sweet God. I try. Oh, that little girl. Girl, I didn't know girl cats were like that. Or maybe it's a tortoise thing. But Mamu, he don't need it, like he don't need to get pet like that. But when he does, I'm like, okay, baby, because he like comes and sits on my lap. He's like, okay, it's time for me. I am baby. So I give him all the love and he gives me his little faces. He makes faces. I love it so much. But here come Mina. Up at me, down at Mamu. Up at me, down at Mamu. Squints. And then she just sits there like, really? like it dry, like pout, and then she'll start to make them noises and she'll like, girl, here we go. Oh my God. But she's different. Mama don't want to be pet wild. He likes to get soft pet. She wants to get pet like a dog, like rah, rah, rah. Like she sprawls out. Oh, it's a lot. Anywho, sorry, I had to talk about my kids real quick. They are literally a part of my mental health saving grace because they keep me going. I love those little bastards. They don't have a father. I'm clearly mother and father. Thank you. All right. So Corey King is about to be on a journey to bottom 2. And no shade to Core, because I like me some Core boy. I do. I like Corey. However, this week, whoa. Whoa, my friend. I think you were sipping Joella's juice in the middle of the night and you possibly mixed it with your Lydia, butthole noggin. I'm not quite sure, what buttercream that you be needing. But sister, I was like, uh-oh, here we go. They started to imitate each other at the table, and some of it was funny and some wasn't funny. What wasn't funny was Sam Star. But, they were saying Arietti doesn't say anything, and Arietti says, well, pretty girls don't have to speak and ugly girls are loud. I was like, oh, ooh. I was thinking of who was really loud in there. RuPaul looks like they're about to sub in for Alan Cumming on an episode of The Traitors, high key, but also wants to present their maxi challenge, no mini challenge this week. In the live chat, there's 247 of you watching this. Give me a 1 or a 2. 1, if you do miss the mini challenge. 2, if they don't really need it. And 3, we needed a mini challenge today. So 3's yes. 2, we don't really need them anymore. And 1 is, well, we could have had one. I think I fucked that up. My brain just gave up. You know what I mean. I kind of want a mini challenge, to be honest with you, but I also feel like they have a lot of people there right now. So it's like, let's just get through it. Like, until they sort of remove a few more people, there's really no reason to like have said mini challenge. Like the previous week, I wouldn't say a mini challenge, but more so they got money for picking spots for the Monopoly pieces that would go into the Maxi challenge. So they got little coin tots that way, right? That was cute. I consider that almost mini-like because it's like, oh, you got to get lucky. It's sort of like a lucky draw. Very Pokemon TCG pocket for those of you who understand the struggle of trying to find that one card and you almost have your deck completely full. I'm literally missing 3 holographics for the Mew deck. 3 of them, just 3, and I never find them, and it drives me. And I love the game, as simple as it is. I really do. Y'all should definitely play me if you see me online, because I'm always down to beat you up. It's all right. But I hated their system of card pulling. I'm like, yo, like I get it's supposed to be a pick up and go game, but goddamn, like give me something so I can feel like complete. I got a rainbow Wigglytuff the other day and I was very happy, but I was just like, this took months. I refuse to put money into this game, but this took months of just waiting for the card packs to refill. Anywho, okay, sorry. On topic, Matthew. Bruno steps into the workroom with a furry pink box. There is this really uncomfortable close-up shot of his crotch during this episode. I'm here for penis. I'm always here for penis, bro. Let me just tell you, a bottom that high. But like, I'm watching the episode and I'm thinking of like people that watch this or whatever. And it was like reaching to like his stuff, like his furry, like da 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 da. And then the camera is just bam, right there. And it didn't look authentic, to be honest with you. So I was kind of like, why'd y'all do him like that? Maybe it is. Maybe that's the shape. But like, I just thought it was the wildest shot. It was the wildest shot. I was like, oh, like, wham. I was like, okay, all right, we get it. It's a penis pun. Like, we got some of the times I just need them to not do that. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Listen, I'm a professional, Lamoris. I can see it. Do you understand me? From across the street, I know what it's going to give, and I know what I can do for it. So, like, again, as a professional, I'm like, don't do that. You don't gotta stick that in front of me. That's all right. Don't do all that. Here you go. It's a whole bunch of. That was me when I was watching. I was like, why was that necessary? It's so weird. And imagine something. Never mind. I'm gonna sound like a certain political party, but I am going now. Imagine I'm watching this with my kids, and then all of a sudden, here comes this big ass crotch shot. It's like, what is this for? Who is this for, girl? Okay, anywho, let me stop. You shouldn't be watching this with kids, anyways. I don't know. Whatever. Moving on. They all pick different scenes because the challenge, which I thought was kind of cool, kind of crazy, kind of fun, Shout out to anybody that knows that reference I just did. I will love you forever if you know what reference I just did. It's kind of crazy, kind of cool, kind of fun, kind of sexy, or whatever. Please tell me. I'm gonna look in the live chat while I go through this. It's based off of iconic scenes that happen either in Untucked or on the show, and they're gonna put it in an ad, like for that's now like music, okay, but like basically drag music and all that kind of stuff, okay, and do it in a commercial form, just like with Now That's Music, which I think is kind of clever. But I'm also like, they didn't put everything that I would have wanted to put in there. Personally, that's the one. Two, the songs were already prearranged. So if you pick something, it may not be in your wheelhouse of what you want to give. A little bit different, right? And they talked about them recording their vocals for it and then doing the choreography, but more so they are in charge of basically creating the ads themselves. Okay, that's great. Some of it felt like it was already created. And I'm not just talking about the beat. And this is just my speculating. I'm not saying that it is. I'm just, to me, it felt whenever I heard something come out of someone's mouth, I was like, huh. I wish we got to see the process of this being made. Because right now, this feels almost like it I don't know. So like oh no, I don't even want to call it because it was so good. I like Crystal's performance, but something about the way that I was like, this is so, I don't know. Huh. I don't know. I don't know. That was just me speculating. I think maybe it was just produced very well. I hate that I'm saying this because I used to be the guy to be like, I don't need to see all this shit. Okay, okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I wish I saw them actually create all this shit. And we didn't really see that. We saw them at the table talking about what their sound was, and then we get to them actually doing everything in-house, which that was fine. But I really hate. I am so normally not that guy that's like, oh, I want to see all that. No, I wanted to see it because I needed some shit to make sense to me on the creative process that didn't make sense to me on that creative level. Because then when we got to the final, them working on the project, it's like all of them had opinions, but to me, I was like, I kind of wanted to see where those opinions started, and it just didn't happen. I don't know. I'm still all right with it though. But yeah, there were All Stars 1 was sorely missed as far as Untucked. I mean, that was the best thing about All Stars 1 was the first episode of Untucked. After that, it was like whamp whamp. But let's go ahead and get to it. The ones that were included were Aja versus Valentina, You're Beautiful, You're Perfect, You're Linda, Evangelista. We even had Tamisha and Candy's fight, Star Quality, Baby, Little Girl. I thought it was wild that it was Acacia and Sam Star playing two people of color, but then when she was like, now it's not you actually doing it, I was like, oh, thank God. The way I screamed when I saw Sam Star and she's like, you're Tamisha. I was like, who's Tamisha? Who's Tamisha? Who's Tamisha? Sam's Tamisha. Sam ain't Tamisha. Who's Tamisha, girl? What? And then they're gonna do Acacia was like, in your candy. I said the devil is a lie. Thick Elliott could never, but I was like, okay, let's keep it on. Let's keep moving. When Rue said it's not the direct interpretation, I laughed. Then when Anya got Laganja, I said, also, it's actually going to make sense now when she says the words that come out of her mouth. It's not going to look like somebody trying to. Okay, all right, that. I was like, Anya. I was like, oh my goodness. See, it's going to make a lot more sense now. She is going to actually give this validity. And she did. We were correct, weren't we? Were we not? Isn't it funny what happens when you sprinkle a bit of seasoning on something that actually was meant to have a little bit of it on there? You can get as mad as you fucking want to at this bitch. I was hollering when Anya got Laganja. I was like, ooh, this ought to be funny. Because to me, I didn't know where this was going. We didn't hear the music yet. So I'm like, is this bitch about to go out there and go, hey, put your lighters up, ow? I was about to be hollering. Do you understand me? I was like, Sam stars to Misha. What is going on? And then we heard the music. I was like, oh, okay. This is like interpretive, like foolery fuckery. Got it. Bet. I'm more so for that versus what I thought was going to happen. Even this with the Morgan and Mystique moment. No class and no manners. We even had glamours. Now, I was appreciative we had the Crystallized with Candy Davenport. Shout out to season 7's Untucked. I may not have cared for season 7 as much as everybody else, but Untucked was wild. Untucked was a good time. If you remember back in the day, and I hate to say that it's back in the day, but you kind of have to say it now. It would be on YouTube the following day. And that's when they stopped doing it on television. And they were like, we're going to move this to YouTube. And they completely changed it. There was no more Gold Bar or Interior Illusions Lounge because that was the last time they did that was on season 6. And so season 7 was when they started doing this sort of background of the set of Drag Race shit. And that's why to be fair, it all started here. With this, everybody go backstage, possibly behind the curtain, or go right back to the workroom and go sit the fuck down. It all started right here on season 7 kind of shit. Okay. More so with another season where it was in the workroom versus season 7 just being the backdrop. But I guess me saying that is to say that the Interior Illusions Lounge, blah, 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 all that stopped at season 7. So I'm glad they put this in here. That was also a funny moment, but back rolls was included, that was iconic. I nominate myself, Chanel. The way, yes, for those of you who are young that have just gotten to Drag Race, the show was definitely looking like this, who have never seen season 1, and shame on you for not. Baby. I remember watching Drag Race on a TV that was a box TV. Not even a flat screen. The first time I saw Drag Race was on a box set. Sure was. It had a VHS and a DVD included in that bitch. And it was in college. Sure was. Because flat screens were out, but like, baby girl, I'm a child, 1 of 10. I had hand-me-downs. And if we bought something, we weren't going to break it. Do you understand me? My parents got me something. Shit, we're not breaking it nor sharing it. There's too many of us. You can't have it. We're going to steal it and then we're going to put it back. Whatever. My brothers and sisters will tell you very much. Things go missing, it come back looking not the same way it was before, but you'll get it back. Oh. It was a good time. It was a good time. But I was here for it. Latrice Royale season 4, unprofessional, the romper room fuckery I was not here for. Oh, good stuff. Terrible winner, but great season. Listen, people were picking it out of the furry pink box. Shout out to somebody. I'm sorry I missed the comment and I wanted to highlight it, but you were saying that you wish that they got to fight over the roles or pick the roles between each other. I would have enjoyed that a lot better too. And I thought that would have added a lot more drama to this moment, if you will. Also, it would have played into who wants to work together again, because there are certain team roles that are needed to be done between 2 people. It could have been where people only want the solo roles because they can control the narrative of what they're going to give, versus the team one where it's like, I got to work with somebody. We have to make this decision together. Making people be on teams versus actually wanting to do hello. Also, like how Lana didn't want to have the country tune. They would have heard the music and been like, oh no, I would have wanted to take like what Crystal got. That's more my beat. That's more my jazz. Like I'm trying to stand out. It would have completely changed up who was in the top and who was in the bottom. if everyone got their way. Possibly one person or another would have stayed in their positions. I don't know, but it is what it is. So they, of course, have volume 1 and volume 2. Oh. Volume 2 is Corey King, Lexi Love, Anya Nerve, Acacia Forgot, Sam Star, and Susie Gas, Toot, Hole. While volume 1 was Lydia, Jinko, Jeans, Collins, Lana Jaray, Joella, I'm going to keep my thoughts to myself. Joella, Jewel Sparkles, Ariete, Sadness, and Crystal Envy. They listened to the music. They were like, oh my gosh, I like it. Oh my gosh, I don't like it. Oh my gosh. And that's kind of what we got. What do you think the other group's going to give? They're going to be a mess. Gay words, gay words. Oh my goodness. No, Miss Mama, Av. No, Miss Girl, gay words. No, Miss Girl, Av. Oh, Miss Girl, gay words. Like, that kind of is what happened. And there was really no creative process. And I was a little bit pissed, to be real with you, because I just need to see them create the lyric part of it. If, not just, I like this song. Like, okay. And what else do you like about it? Like, help, I'm a drag queen. Like, I'm asking questions. Like, okay, sure. Like, yes. Thank you for the love on the thumbnail. I had fun because at first I was like, I'm gonna do the whole cast up here like I always do, but a picture of Joella is like, I'm sorry, it's the fact that they just they zoomed in and there's still so much fabric in a hole with a face. Like, that's your close-up shot. It's wild. So I had to use that shot because it's actually very iconic. So again, Joella, as much as it was like, okay, girl, it's time to go. Bitch, you have left your mark. You have. I will never forget you. I will never forget you on this. Never. The local girls were not happy about that comment, though. And why did they cut out the last part when she said, oh, and don't forget about the Ella? Because someone said, you forgot to say the Ella. Because in Untucked, they show her coming back to go, and don't forget about the Ella. They cut that out. Why they do that? I have so many questions. Okay. Crystal, I will say, if anybody had an argument outside of your wardrobe because your baby, your outfit was the best of the night. Period. Her runway was the best of the night. The end. The end. The only and one other reason I would give for your argument about winning, if you will, okay, is you did a lot of work with your team and sort of like, pushing it and doing it together and all that kind of stuff. And blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So like, I can understand the frustration if they had it next week. I thought they did a very good job this week. For real. I thought Anya ate though, but like, she ate it up. Ate it up. Ate it up. But like, it just was, it was really between those two. There were arguments for both, and I kind of like that. That was that was where my mind was with the way this episode went. I was like, oh, it's very much between those two. Because like Anya said, y'all are not gonna mess my shit up. I'm gonna do my own thing, and it's gonna be perfect. You may not get it, they will get it, and she's been right. And Crystal, I own my own business. I know how to get A to Z very quickly. Let me take control, and I'm glad everyone did because Crystal was working the girls. I liked it. I was like, okay, Chris, come on, Crystal. I liked it. Mm-mm. Sorry, I saw a super chat I want to get to and a comment. Oh, Miximon. Oh my gosh. Wait, that's I'm getting Ninetales Fox from Naruto. Is that right? I'm only saying that because of the eyebrows. It also looks like Miss Mama from Bloody Roar, and it also looks like no, that has to be the Ninetail. It's such a cute pic. I love it. Hi, Maddie. Things are tough in the world. I wanted to send you some love. Oh, love you too, poops. Thank you for being a great content creator who helped me figure out my love for drag to love for myself from Mixie. Oh, Mixie. Huggy hugs. Thank you for the love. See smiles back to you. I hope you're doing well and feeling blessed and not stressed. And thanks for tuning in, babe, all the way over there across the world. Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Becoming part of this Rant Pack family. I knew it. Okay. I started singing Digimon and I was like, I wasn't sure. I love it. I was like, it's either that. And then in my head, I was like, I don't want to be wrong, but I started singing the song. I can't. Okay. My apologies, y'all. My little nerd self had to jump out there. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, become part of this Rant Pack family. If you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, please and thank you. It's PayPal.me for /MattyRants, Cash App /MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. Moving forward with this episode, she going home. She going home. She going home. This is all I can see from this. She going home. She going home. Who's she's going home? She going home. Girl, what? Okay. What was with that wig, baby? I thought she was sitting outside Craig and Day Day's house, girl. What was going on here? Giving the neighbor from the never mind, let me stop. Because she's like, I'm Korean, motherfucker. But like that wig said Mad TV exclusive. Do you understand me? I was like, oh no, she gone home. Absolutely not. She said, I don't know that much about religion. I said, you show right. You right. Because no one in your group knew the gospel either and didn't know how to give you a little bit of praise. See, as a person myself, okay, I would have been able to give you a little bit of that. I'd have helped you, Joella. I'd have gave you a little bit of love if I would have. I'd have helped you out, sister. I'd have gave you a little bit of the gospel. It wouldn't have been enough, especially after your runway. But they would have gave you better critiques. Because when I tell you that face was dead. I was watching, I was like, that lady's face is dead. She just she's doing whatever she's thinking that she saw on TV. She's trying to remember anything that had anything to do with God. Like, where was that? Where was the last time I saw Jesus? Where was the last time I saw Jesus? She couldn't figure it out. And then she remembered that one gay show where they got that one boy and was told, get out of here. She's like, okay, I'm gonna remember. And I'm just playing, Joella. But yeah, I just knew is there God in me? No, she going to hell. God bless her. You know what, Ariette? Jules thought you did a good job, but the narrative here said, oh my God, I missed a super chat. Oh, does he read super chats? I do. I meant to read it the last time I was doing the conversation. So my apologies. Seems about right. Please forgive me. I was like, wait. Oh, okay. I was supposed to say it the last time I just started going on my rant. I have ADHD, y'all. I was diagnosed. Okay. It's a real thing. It's bad. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat. Sincerely, I do appreciate it. I think this was the first time Jay Jolie was mentioned on the show since competing on Dragula. I was thinking she may be blacklisted. I mean, they showed the scene. They didn't say her name necessarily, but if it's in the archives of Drag Race, you're going to be on the show. Like, they even showed Sharon's face in the Latrice scene, and there's all that shit going on with her, right? But you feel me? They own it. Yeah, they own the image, so they're gonna just use that. Like, that whole moment that's between Jade and Alyssa is technically RuPaul's Drag Race's moment. Like, yes, they did it, but they own that shit. So they're like, we're gonna throw that whenever we want to. Oh, well, Jules said it. Did Rue say it? There you go. Either way, if that, I don't know if that matters or not, because we kind of got it out and with the point anyways, that uh they own it. They own that whole entire scene. They're gonna use it. That's just what they do. To this point I had with Arietti though. Okay. Okay. Some of the song arrangements weren't great for the scenes in particular, and it didn't really do anything for it for me. And this was one of them that I just was like, huh? There were a couple. And so it is kind of how you play it up with whatever music you're given. And to me, rehearsals for Arietti didn't seem to go well versus the final product where I was like, oh, she seemed a little bit more lively here, but I knew they were going to talk to her about that runway because that wasn't quilted. That was pattern. That was pattern. That wasn't quilted at all. It was pattern. Like I didn't even see any of the stitching on there. I was like, no, that is a pattern. But like, I thought that's where they were going to get her for versus the, performance. But at the same time, you could tell Jules did do a little bit more than her. They even were like, Harmona, what are you doing? Oh my God, girl, you're going to be in trouble. God, all that kind of stuff. Anya did her own thing. We're just going to get through this because that's this. These aren't the final. This isn't the final product that I wanted to talk about. Probably the same jawline. Hold on. Still doing my review. Will be done prior to 5. They're getting together early. My thumb was kicking my butt. You're like, Matt, where are we going? I mean, they just talked. Everyone felt good about it. The rehearsals, but not rehearsals, but them filming was interesting. Lexi, when I tell you, I appreciate you being vulnerable in this moment and giving your story. What I appreciate the most about you right now is that I come from a time frame where your story I can relate to. And people who I knew who were doing drag, same boat. Even me, I wasn't kicked out at 18 like Lexi was. I was kicked out at 21. No, 20. I wasn't even 21 yet because I couldn't drink. And I just came back from college and it was like 2 years of being in Arizona State. I remember my dad went through my bag and found like all these messages I sent dudes and love letters and stuff that I kept there. I don't know why I left it in my bag. He called my entire family, outed me. And then when I got home, he was waiting for me with a gun. And we had one of the most horrible conversations ever. And he basically was like, if you're going to embarrass me, I'm going to have to take you out. That is a real conversation. I'll never forget it. And I was so mad and I put my head through the wall. I did. I put my head through the wall. I was so angry because I was like, I have for 20 years done everything you asked me to do. I have been the person you wanted me to be. Every time you asked me if I was gay, I said no. I said no. I said no. I even had girlfriends to make you happy. Like I like went through it. Like I was going into my dad too. We talk about it now. We're good now, but like I was like, I literally spent my entire life trying to make you happy. And you don't see the work I did for that. And I don't think I can do this anymore. And you don't scare me. And I put my head through that wall and I busted. I had this, it was a mess, but my dad was looking at me like, wow. Because I was like, if you're gonna get me, you're gonna get me. If you're gonna shoot, you're gonna shoot. But I will not go another year being somebody I'm not. And he kicked me out the house. He tried to take my keys. And I said, no, I earned this car. I worked hard for this car. It's my car. You can't take it from me. Fine. Don't ever come back. I won't. I left. I was homeless for a year. I slept pillow to post. That's why when I hear Lexi talk, I'm like, woo, I received it. I learned about friends that really weren't your friends, who your social friend. That's when you learn about social friends, and that's when you learn about real friends. Okay. I had to get a job with nothing, sleeping in my car, lying about an address. Like I had to do so much. And it really, I don't know. It's weird how my life has sort of gone this way that it's done, and everybody seems to know who I am, but they really don't. And maybe that's also my fault because sometimes I don't present myself with the stories that I have and the risks and the things I've been through. But like, I thought I never would talk to that man again. And I have forgiven him. I have not forgotten it, but I have forgiven him. And you know why? Because my mom asked me to. Because at the time, my mom couldn't take me in and she couldn't help me. And it's the one thing on this earth I feel guides me through life is thinking of my mom's grace through earth and energy. Is just not, I can't, because he didn't know, and not to give him grace because homophobia is stupid, but like in Lexi's situation, your parent does want the best for you. They don't know shit though. They know about them. They don't know about you. They don't know about you. So they think that you are them and they want you to be them. And then they think that they know what's ahead of you. And they do know a lot of things. Trust me, I'm getting emotional. They do know a lot of things coming up, but they don't know everything because you're not going to make the same decisions. And it's wild what happens to people when they sort of give up on that emotion that is love. And they think being the toughest one is going to save the day. Like if I'm so hard on them, if I just take them down, if I just make them, they'll get it. And it's not always going to work the way that you want it to. It can actually damage the person and then break bonds and all that. When I tell you, even in my own family, there are so many off and on relationships of we're no longer talking, we're no longer talking because people don't know how to communicate. And growing up 38 years on this earth, I can tell you I'm getting a little bit better at it. I'm still not the best, but I know one thing on this earth is that I'm going to be who the fuck I am and no one's going to tell me anything different. And that every struggle, every hurdle, every mountain that I have climbed and that you are doing right now, it's all your story. It's all your purpose, whether it was good days, bad days, whatever, that's a part of your makeup. And like when you allow other people to get in your fucking way and that shit, and then they start to tell you who you are and do all that, bitch, step down. Because we've all had things to go through. We've all had something to like really push through. And that's why when I look at folks and they talk about what's going on with the world and decisions being made and laws being passed, they don't get it because they've never experienced. Their ignorance is bliss. They don't know what's going on. They've never had that kind of struggle. They don't know how to handle those emotions. We can only have so much empathy, but we also have to stand strong because like people will really try to gaslight you into thinking that this is just normal and you should be okay. No, the fuck it's not. You shouldn't hate your children. You shouldn't disown your kids. I can only imagine what my life would have been like if my dad actually supported me throughout my entire journey, but he did not. He does now. He does now, but he didn't. And he knows it and he regrets it. I'm all right with that regret because I also have my own regrets as a man growing up in my life. And I think that applies to all of us, men, women, whoever you are in between, and so much. It's normal. But Lexi is one of those people who I see, and this is to get to my point because I've been talking. I'm so sorry. When we share these stories, listen, it is important. We are not all blessed to have parents that are happy who we are and want to give us the world. And you know what? I want to hear stories about those parents who are happy that give you the world. I need to hear it because it means that something good is happening. It means I don't got to see someone go through what I went through. I have literally a queer sibling who didn't have to go through what I went through because I already went through it. And I'm getting emotional, but it's the truth. One of my brothers is also queer. He didn't have to go through what I went through because I already took all of that. And my dad, when he hit me up, was a different person and was like, help me. because I don't want to do what I did with you. True story. And I did help. And me and my sister jumped the fuck in because that's what we do. But it's life is funny, man. And I really do forget the plot sometimes. Forgive me, get emotionally here. And so I get mad when people, and I'm not thinking of the big picture. What did I say to them that made them upset? What did I say that put them there? And also, what's going on with them? Because as much as I want to be like everybody's dusty, dirty, and people got things going on. Everybody got something going on. Hold on, everybody. But yes, I just wanted to share a little bit of that, but to also give, these are the moments I think that Drag Race deserves Emmys, is when these people who we didn't even know have now entered our lives through a television show and give us a piece of them. And we can taste it, we can receive it, we feel it. And it lets us feel like we're also seen. A lot of reality shows don't do that because it is a game and it is fun, but that's the fun part about Drag Race. It incorporates the two. I don't like it when it feels force-fed, but this felt real. I felt like Lexi was just walking around like, girls, like, let me hear what y'all got. And she was already about to hear, okay, y'all have the life. Well, let me tell you something. But if you've ever been a girl on the struggle, I feel you, baby. Trust. But yeah, this moment with Anya and Joella was sweet. I do feel it felt a little producer prompted, just a tad bit. Producer prompted, only because it was such a weird juxtaposition from Lexi having this deep conversation and the baby queens like sort of like receiving like, we kind of had it good, you know what I mean? To then this part, but still a valid conversation. So I'm not taking it away. It just I didn't know in that moment because it was just so like, oh, we're going there. Okay, cool. So I like that Anya is so open about her Blackness and expressing it and doing it through her artwork. I receive it very much so. And that's one of the reasons why I'm loving Anya this season. She's very unapologetic and I'm living for that. I'm getting my good sister vibes, very much that. But for Joella, when she was in her confessional, that was when I was like, oh, we've gotten depth. It's not just a silly Katy Perry stand here. And I said, that girl's going home. Either that or we're going to keep her around and we're actually going to get some more to her. Because that was the deepest conversation I think she's ever had on that show. That was the most human moment from her. That didn't feel like some sort of club character that's at the bar about to say a whole bunch of stupid shit. Gay words, like none of that. It was very real in how they feel and that they want to show their heritage more and their culture and their background. I was like, that was heavy. So as much as it may have been prompted, the conversation was real. And that's why I was like, okay, I think that Joella is somebody who is struggling to find that balance between their culture, how they can infuse it into their drag and not feel like they're going to be alienated within the group of queens that she works with, or she knows how they operate by them going, oh, you're just going to do this sort of like, I don't want to say Chinese drag, but you know what I mean? Like culture, this, that, and the other. So it's interesting. Yeah, we got deep. And you know that was the U-Haul. I was worried for Lexi too, because I was like, oh girl, she gave a deep story. You know, they don't do it all the time, but sometimes, man, they get a little heavy and it's like, ooh, okay, what's about to happen? But yeah, it is what it is. Oh my God, my battery is finally charging on this phone. Maddie has to I have to upgrade my phone. I'm not happy. Chase, I will pay that paying for it. Thank you. Mia, thank you for the tippy poo on Venmo. A tippy poo on this good Saturday. Love hearing you share your stories and glad to make a live again. Y'all, I'm sorry. My therapy must really be doing well because I did not sob during that story the entire time. And I'm like very proud of myself. Please forgive me. I feel growth. Please forgive me. I have to do one of these here because, like, shout out to my therapist. She's amazing. We've been doing a lot of self work. It's been a lot. This was a rough week too. I had a very deep 2-hour session with my girl. Woo, woo. Maddie had to take accountability like I didn't want to, but I needed to. I needed to hear about myself. I really did. Because I was like, I just can't do another year of bullshit. I'm happy that she was like, all right, let's go down the line. And she brought up everything. I was like, so listen, 300 plus of you here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you listening to my stories as well as RuPaul's Drag Race and all that good stuff. That's what we're really talking about, I promise. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. If you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar like me, I just did, please and thank you. And I promise super chats, I will. Please forgive me. I get so caught up. I'm sorry. Okay, talking about the guest judges. I don't know who this lady is. The end. Who is that? Who is she? For someone that actually knows who, no shade. I'm not trying to be nasty. Who is that lady? Never seen her before. I was like, is she on Dancing with the Stars? Does she sell something? You know, is there a car ad coming with it? Like, when they said her name, I was like, yo, I'm not trying to be nasty. Who is this lady? Like, I've never ever seen her before. Who is she? They had to be playing it when she was walking. What was her name? Michelle looks good. Michelle looks really good. Carson, this is a beautiful purple suit. You know, looks a little baggy on you. RuPaul's dress is nice. Do y'all like RuPaul's dress? I just assume we can move on because what? I thought she would have a briefcase in her hand. Oh no, it's $1. You chose wrong. Deal or no deal, the banker's not calling you. I'm so sorry to this young lady. I just was like, who is this woman? And I'm not interested in finding out. I'm sorry. I'm not. I was just like, well, all right. I remember they said her name. I said, Maddie should no, I'm good. I don't need no more data in the Google search. We're good. I don't need my algorithm pulling her up in my history. It's fine. She was a lovely contestant. She was a lovely Rob Roar. I'm waiting too, but I love how none of us are looking. She was on The Politician. Oh, see, I have never watched that show, so that would be one explanation. Julia, why I say it like that? Why I say Julia Matthew? Pull it together. Julia Schlepper. Ben Platt. Oh yeah, I definitely don't. Yeah. Oh, I watched The Politician. Oh, I remember that show. It was on Netflix. Yes. Okay. I remember now. Did it like wait, hold on. Did it get canceled? It had to, right? I remember the first season and it was kind of good. This first season was I'm not a fan of Ben Platt, but like it was kind of a good show. Okay, now man, you had to remind me. I was like, wait, Ben Platt, The Politician, it's all coming back to me. Yes, okay, I remember the show. I thought it was fine. It was fine. It was all right, y'all. I thought it was funny. They had some moments I thought were good. I think it was a little slow at first, but I remember I think I enjoyed the first season. Yeah, I know I enjoyed the first season because I think I talked about it on this channel. But that's how long ago it was and how much information gets fed into the universe of media to where sometimes you forget about shows that you watched that you liked that didn't continue on, that didn't leave an impact. I think I did see. Did I see? I think I saw season 2. I think I did. That's it. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. Charles, it's dope that you worked on the show. It's dope you worked on the show, Charles. And thank you for helping. I know you're probably like, oh my God, they don't know this lady. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but Charles, I still don't know that woman. I wouldn't know. I would assume she was in a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie if I seen her in the street. I know she wasn't in Maxine because that movie was bad, and it was bad. Maxine was actually a decent movie for the first 30, 20, 22 minutes of the first, 22 minutes. Woo, it went somewhere else. I couldn't stand it. I was so mad. I was like, okay, what do you want to be? Is it this or is it that? I didn't know what kind of horror movie it wanted to be, y'all. I was so angry. Okay, sorry. Poor Halsey, too. She did not need to go like that. But anywho, yeah, to RuPaul. I think RuPaul is lovely. Let's get to the runway, shall we? If we are voting in the live chat today, I need numbers 1, 2s, and 3s. We're going to do these kind of quickly, shall we? 1 means everything. 2, it's okay. We can change some things. And 3, chop. I'm going to give you my highs and my lows for each outfit and try to be as fair as I possibly can be. AP, not you rating RuPaul. Moving forward. Up first is Lydia B. Collins. What do we think of this look? I think it looks nightmarish, to be honest with you. I'm going to give it a 1. It's everything to me, but in a very nightmarish way. I'm not even going to lie. This made me uncomfortable. I assumed she was going to have a knife in her hand. For real. I was like, this is wild, but I thought it was interesting. The most really fucked up looking like quilted doll, I guess. I thought it was interesting. Y'all going in the chat. Everyone's like 3. No, 2s. We got some 1s in here. Someone, y'all living for the butt. But a couple of y'all hated this. And I understand. I understand it. It did make me wink. Excuse me. Look at it a few more times. But no, I think I thought it was cool. I thought it was interesting. Lana Del Rey. What do we think of this? Her mug, everything. I like this wig, even though I've seen different versions of this in whatever different colors. It's fine. It also does give me what is that movie? I forget what it's called. Oh no, it's giving me those little like fuzzy monsters in Alice in Wonderland when she like walks up and doesn't know that they're animals. It's like, oh my God. My issue with this is that I like the quilted. It's like there's different pieces of this quilted fabric and it's like made into this, skirt moment. It does give little Sailor Moon tees, except they ain't wearing that hair, girl. Who they fighting? Right. But I don't know. I guess I would have had a different vision for this. I think it's cool. It's not my favorite. It's a 1.5, 2 for me, is where I'm at. I like it, but I have reservations. There we go. Yeah, I'm like, I'm here. But I'm like, Mama? Is that what they're called? Winks? Are we going to put her on a little pedestal and spin? Oh my God. I used to love those flying dancers. My sister would get them for Christmas and shit, or for her birthday. She get like a lot of them. I play with them too. Well, for those who have a wide set vagina and a heavy flow, you have Joella. Here you go. I never thought a Mean Girls reference would hit so hard like this, or Michelle's face like that. But I don't know why RuPaul's face looks like it's going to be a special episode about Jimmy on South Park. Memsy, but like, there's a lot happening here. So, and I understand because she talked to Joey Nofi about Nofi? About the wanting this to look different, and it was supposed to be like airbrushed but quilted on. So it's a quilted airbrush effect. I assumed that you wanted to give one of those blankets on the side of the road, normally farm to market roads, where they're selling them around Valentine's Day and certain holidays, where you can get like either a basket of flowers, possibly a pit bull puppy that has not been fixed or microchipped, um, and maybe a blanket with a giant wolf's face on it, or possibly a tiger. I assumed that is what your intentions were. I thought this was giving the metro line out there. Was at the purple line in North Hollywood, right outside when this on the hot dogs. I assumed this was what you were giving. North Hollywood tees with the purple line. I thought that's what this was. I used to live over there. That's why. Anywho, burn it. Not a chop for me. Burn it. With her in it. Like, I need this to be very much midsummer teas. If that man had to sit in that bear and get roasted, toasted, and burnt to a crisp, you throw her right up in there and just light it up. Because ain't no way you walked out in this and thought, I'm about to get away with this. There's no way. If she was in the club, though, I would have gagged. I'd have lived. If she was in the club and I saw her come out in this shit, I would have pulled out every coin I had. For sure. Runway? No way. No way. No way. Never. But like, oh, let's say they do bring Joella back for like an all-stars and it's a redemption runway. She should keep this. And I saw the comment. Yes, this is definitely something she should repurpose for a runway like redemption moment challenge. That would be very gaggy. That would be very gaggy. And that the whole RuPaul's face part is the inside of the dress and the inside lining of it. And the outside is like all like perfectly quilted and like done very well. Beautiful sort of Chanel-esque 50, 60 silhouette dress. Very that. I don't know. To me, this is a chop suey. It is no. No. No, I would never. Crash, thank you for the super chat. I came just in time. Oh, LMAO. On my way out with friends, but wanted to stop by and say hi. I wish you the best while dealing with this terminal drag delusion. Thank you, Crash, for the super chat. I appreciate you, Beeps. DW, did she think this was going to be a gag? Yes. For real. Like, seriously, is she troll? Yes. She is diamond the body of Drag Race. Trolling us this season. Okay, losing all them fights lately. Oh my god, girl, you got the headlock move, DTB. How you losing them fights? You know how you do. Who tap. Not this time. Them girls windmilling on you. You don't know what to do. It's a lot of air and hits. Arietti is next. Not the category. Sickening though. Not the category. Chewed. Not the category. Ate this up. Looks real good. Not the category. That is a pattern. That's it. That's pattern. Pattern. She looked good. It's not the category. Looks so good. Not the category. Great. Not the category. Makeup. Phenomenal. Not the category. Sickening. Love you. Stop the category. You look really good though. Love you, Ariette, but been like, nah, but she still look good. If this was patterns, oh, you would have cleared. Like the girls would never, but oh, that's right. Bellamy, because the purple line goes into Windsor. Is that one the streets? I forget. It goes into because that's where I had to go to my GameStop, if that's even still there. Yeah, because the purple goes to Union, huh? And then the red line goes to North Hollywood and all directly from that. Okay. You know, I haven't lived there in a little bit. Yeah. I haven't lived there a little bit. I could still take it though. I have my Metro card still in my suitcase. Because y'all know when I used to go live, I used to have to go live when I was taking the train all the time in LA. Jules Sparkles. This wig is everything. this is not my favorite look. It's nice though. To me, this kind of takes me away from the quilted fantasy, and I'm getting more of something else, less Ariana Grande, more Frankie Grande, but like she still looks really good. I think Jules is gorgeous. This wig is so fucking pretty, and I like this blue on her. Something about the way that this is done, as cool as it is, and I think it's very well made, it takes me out of the fantasy for the quilted moment. It takes me a little out of that fantasy where I'm like, I'm so enthralled with the character more than the outfit to where I'm like quilted down. Like it's almost like one of those moments where they take like quilted stuff and they're like, I don't want to make it look quilted at all. No more. We're gonna just make it as little as possible. But no, I think it looks nice. It's a very nice outfit. I'm obsessed with this hair and her makeup right now. I'm obsessed with this wig. The wig is so right. So I can't, this is nowhere near a chop. It's not even a 2 for me. I'm giving it like a 1.5. It's everything. I just would do some things differently. That heel, I wish he didn't have that little heel. That pump to me doesn't really rock with this ensemble. There's so much bare leg. There's so much bare leg. I want something up to the knee a tad bit. If you're going to go superhero, I want some sort of like leg cover or something to go to the knee with this, with the same sort of I think that may be the thing I'm missing that I would have liked a little bit differently. It's like a boot or something up to the knee. Yes, because that little heel is just, it's not a little heel, but like the pump ain't enough. That's all. I need more than the pump. But yeah, I still think it's a cool look and I like it. The wig is right. Love whoever did that wig. Her Mona Lisa. I think it's beautiful that her mom quilted this and made this for her. Oh, it's so cute. I think that she looks pretty. She looks pretty. It's a 2 for me. She's pretty. It's pretty. Yeah, I'm not blown, but it's very pretty, and I think it's super sweet. She looks very snuggly. It looks like you smell like fabric softener. Okay. Don't it? I'm sorry. Ramona look like she smell like fabric softener. She do. She do. And I'm gonna assume snuggle. Yeah. Feel like there's gonna be a commercial where they throw a bear at the back of her outfit. It's gonna bounce off of her real quick to show you how that works. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's nice though. I like it. It's a 2 for me. I can't give her 3 because to me, this is very much the fantasy of like quilt down. Like I would assume from somebody's tacky house that this is what the colors would be giving because that's what the room is serving, pastel nightmare. But it looks right. The way that it's quilted is done. And I think it looks very well. The ghost ship makeup work, but like I like it personally. I would like her face to have a little heat in it a little bit because it do give me ghost ship sometimes. I'm like, okay, she's roaming around the hallways, but I think it's nice and I'll leave her. The best look of the evening, the end. And I liked Anya's down, loved Anya's. Oh, lived. Oh, but this, oh no. If you're gonna do quilted, she didn't even have to open the coat. Do you understand how already nasty this was? Like she didn't even have to open the coat. And then she gave America Has a Problem when she pulled it off and gave that bodysuit. I was like, hold on now with the little bubbles. I was like, hold on now. This is the on-air picture. Hold on. Just the coat. The coat alone is impeccable. It is beautiful. Oh, I love the champagne gold with the red, y'all. I love it so. I'm like, damn, that looks really good. She takes that shit off, and I'm like, oh, it's still serving. And I love this bodysuit underneath it, matching the inside lining of this. Oh my God. I was like, the presentation was everything. Wig check, makeup done, bodysuit right, coat, dress, pageant, full on stun. Crystal, you were my winner, period, of the runway tonight, regardless of any challenge or whatever. If they just said runway, and even Anya said it backstage, was like, I think she definitely, I think she did better than the challenge. She's like, you killed this runway. Like, my God. This is one of my favorite things I've seen on the show. It was great. I was moved. I was like, oh, this looks expensive. I lived. Oh, okay, let me stop. Ooh, I live. You know who shocked me? Suzanne. I don't give a fuck what the girls say. I was gagged. I like this version of the quilted dress. 1. 2, I was not prepared for that makeup. Susan. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, I think I like it because it gives me very Renaissance fair tees. I don't know. I love this makeup, to be honest with you. I thought it was cute. I thought the makeup was great. I was like, oh, okay. That was a very nice flip. I wasn't expecting it. I like the wig. I think for me, if I was to give something else for this, it would be something over her shoulder because it looks more so like Lily Sobieski going to like a prom or some sort of situation for 10 Things I Hate About You or possibly Never Been Kissed. But like that's such a reference. But I personally thought this was beautiful and fabulous. Personally, I loved it. I have to give it a 1. I liked it. Sam, as sometimes I'm always like, okay, my straw chewing girl getting on my nerves a little bit. Bitch, you ate this up. This was wonderful. What a beautiful shade of blue that is. Uno. Second, the wig into this pillow. Whoever made this, the giant zipper. Oh, that's drag. That's drag, honey. Drag. Her makeup, flawless. I was like, oh yeah. I'm so happy that the pageant girls are coming with it. The pageant girls are chewing. I love it. So listen, sometimes she gets on my nerves on the show, but I also liked her at Untucked this week because she was like, fuck it, I do not care. I'm just gonna say what I want to say. Say it, Sam. Cause commotion. I'm here for it. But no, Sam was eating. Sam, you did that. Down. I hated your performance today with Acacia, but this was great. Bravo. Thought it was wonderful. I woke up like this. All right now. Every piece of Acacia's outfit is from a mom, a grandmother, and a great grandmother. I think that's wonderful. Now we can vote on it now that we have that information. It's cute. It's not the threes. It's cute. It's cute. I wouldn't have worn it for this, but I also think it's interesting. She took quilted like fabric and then made it into the skirt with the corset moment here, and then it's like a different piece with the doilies that are all wrapped around it. Maddie, this is not cute. Oh my goodness. 1 means everything. 2 means it's okay. I changed some things. And 3 is when you want to chop it. Cute. Oh, cute. I'm not mad at this. There's a lot of details. And see, Belchan, this is why I wanted to show this photo because I was like, I appreciated the work that went into the look. It may not be the greatest thing of all time, but some of the details, I'm like, oh, that's nice. Okay, I like that. That's cute. That's why I can't chop her. I'm just like, that was interesting. She got doilies to be literally impacted through the head. Now she got one more Dolly Parton in her. As much as y'all don't like Corey King cosplaying certain black folks that we've seen already before, I'm asking y'all this question. She got one more Dolly Ann in her. Her and Hormona. Okay. Crash. Thank you for super chat. Acacia acts like she's doing one of those I learned drag in 30 days YouTube videos. Like it's a job she applied. You can crash for the super chat. I like this. I'm fine with it. Shut up, Aaron. Oh, shout out to my friend Aaron. Love you down. Maddie, your Libra is showing. I'm not able to be like, it's terrible. I just can't. It's not possible. I'm not able. I can't see that. Anya Nerve's outfit, I thought was beautiful. And I love what she did with the fucking God. I love it. It's a combination. It's put together. It is now a print. It is quilted print. Do you that Ariadne is where I was at with wanting you to have to say this is quilted print. Okay. So it's now a print that's come on with it. And look at how bitch, I was getting into all of it. And I like the fact that it's not just the entire dress with literally all of that. It's a black silhouette and it's draped around it and done very well. The head wrap is everything. Eyebrows are nasty. And that hair, that is what the girls cannot take from Anya. She is very good at presentation and selling herself in her presentation where the judges know who she is. Oh, they got it. We've clicked. We've figured it out. And then when she shows herself on the runway, they're not thrown into a different direction of confusion. It's always, we know we're about to get that girl from her. We know we're about to get this from her. And it has not disappointed since. Ru lives. Oh no, I'm a fan of Anya too now because I wasn't a fan of that video game comment during her Meet the Queens, but that has all subsided. I'm like, that's all gone now. I still look at her side eyed for that, but I'll be here for Miss Anya. On. Hold on, Aaron. Thank you for the super chat. Does Anya give you Bob vibes? No. Mm-mm. Let's move on. I'm over here. Aaron, the pause I needed to take just to think a little more, and all I got was but thank you for the super chat. Okay, Lexi Love is next. This is made by Utica. Shout out to my Seventh Day Adventist sister. This is sickening. And it is black, so it's hard to see the quilting in it, but it's there, baby. It is all through that mother, especially the lining of the damn dress skirt. But oh, that lining was nasty. This was gorgeous. I loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. Hat and everything. I can see Raja wearing this easy. I thought this was gorgine. Yeah, Utica did make this look. This is it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. 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 like it is. I kept staring at it. And I just love all the jewels that are like literally embellished throughout it. It's like more on more. It's like not just the quilted fabric. No. We're gonna adorn the God. It's just I love it. Love all of it. Love it. It's so cool. What yesified behem? What? Let me look this up. I'm like, what? Health. I'm like, what? Behavior? Oh, the Pokemon. Oh, I don't like that one. Oh, oh, I don't like that one. I love how that's one of the cards I hate to get to when I'm playing Pokemon trading card game Go. I'm like, what is this? I'm never gonna use this card. Oh my gosh. That was a good one, Crash. Thank you, babe. If y'all type in that name, you're gonna see it pop up and be like, oh shit, that's exactly what it is. Oh my god. It's so funny. I can't. Oh, yeah, I thought this was gorgeous. Corey, no. Corey to Kingdom Come. No. And I love you. You know, I've been riding with you, sister. The girls have been eating me up. Let me tell you right now, absolutely not. No friend. That little hat. Girl, that little hat. Bitch, what? Oh, this little hat was so tragic. Like, you got the ankle boots with this. I'm so sorry, sister. I was like, absolutely not. And I have been riding, girl. I have been trying my best. I could not do it today. The boots to be pissed me off. The outfit itself is like, okay, the colors are great. I don't like how it's done. Again, this hat, this little weird fucking hat on top. I'm sorry, baby. No. And I know I love her. Look at this little like I love her now. And the breast bib made her look like she had ashy titties. And I hate that for her. So yeah, love my girl. But I was like, oh no. I couldn't do it. I was like, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Oh, no. No. Maddie, are you watching Severance? Hi, Michael. I want to. It's on Apple TV, and you would think with how many times I get like a free subscription to Apple TV. I'm interested in watching it though, Michael. I've heard really good things about it, and I think maybe this upcoming week when I have my off day and I normally get to like TV and just binge watch everything that I don't get to see, I'll take a look because I've heard really good things about it. Bleeker speaks very highly of it. You know, I trust Bleeker's opinion when it comes to movies and anything of that nature. So I've heard very good things though. Season 1 was so good. It's on Apple TV, right? If I like it a lot, you know, I will do like a little recap and all that kind of stuff. I'm just interested because I saw something that they were filming where they were in a glass box. I'm like, what is this? And they're like, it's for the show Severance. I'm like, is this like a real thing? Like, is this like, huh? Oh, I need intense. Like, I like Euphoria, but I don't want like trauma Euphoria type of tease. Does that make sense? Like, I miss Euphoria, but I don't want to go down that road again of Sydney Sweeney acting. Anywho, to get to these music videos, Lana and Lydia were okay. It was all right. To me, I was just like, that was sufficeable. It's all right. Jules was a little bit more amped than Arietti was, but to me, this is really about the music and if you like the sound of it and all. I think everybody did a decent job. A decent job. Harmona did better than expected, and I thought that was great. I actually liked her bit. I thought it was very funny, and it went well with it too. And then there's Joella. Is there God in me? No. 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 Nowhere near the Lord. None. No, there is no Baptist, no Methodist, no Episcopalian. Nope. Non-denominate. Nope. I was like, none of her friends are saved. She don't know not one person that go to church. Ain't that stuff? No shade. And listen, you didn't need. Hey, I don't know if they gave you a little like video to see people dancing around in church, or you remember something that was funny on a TikTok video. But for me, you look like a Mad TV character. One, the face was stuck on, and then afterwards it just was, we saw you roll around on the ground and sort of make a mockery, and it was you tried your best. I know you were working with what you got, but I knew your fate was sealed when you walked out in that giant Tampax pad. Jay Bellamy, thank you for the super chat. Very much that. Making sure I don't miss nothing. Okay, bet. It's still up. It's still up. She looked like a hostage. No, we were the hostages. Crystal 8, low key, but she also had the funnest track. There was, hey, everybody knows. Okay. All right. But I thought Crystal had the best track and it worked out for her. She also looked the best. She ate it down, directed them through and through, was the best for all of it. Honestly, I thought she was the best out of the whole group. Very good. Into volume 2 for the now, the bitch music. Now that's bitch. I keep on saying bitch. Bitch, that's the music. Thank you. I'm like, now that's bitch. What? Stupid. Oh, Suzanne too gave her best Lisa Bonet in the 90s tease. I enjoyed this. It was giving me very before she met Lenny. And then Star Quality was a choice. I really hated the musicality I hated the production for this. Honestly, Acacia should be thankful that Sam carried her through, because Acacia's face was selling the story. Her physicality was all in the roundabout, if you will, not in the body, because she can't dance to save her fucking life. Sam, can you believe this is supposed to be Tamisha and Candy? Hmm. 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 Much love to you, Big C. Have a good day, babe. Hmm. Anya was everything. Oh my God. Anya, bitch, you can sing. Okay. Whatever the cabaret comment, yeah, you might want to jump on that, because I was sort of like, I paid. And I saw Saphira's show. Do you understand me? Like, yeah. If you wanted to do something light like that, a little light city tour girl, I go for it, because I'll pay. This was you were emoting. And I just love the way it was blended into the full moment. This, you know, and mind you, you were given Laganja's part. It's like you took Laganja's Malibu's Most Wanted and turned it into an episode of The Cosby Show before that situation that happened. And for those of you who watch The Cosby Show, you know exactly what the fuck I am talking about, because they had those episodes where there was somebody who was related to somebody that knew somebody that was a jazz player, that was a musician, that was a singer or a dancer, and they'd somehow end up at the house and have some sort of deep fucking lesson, and then all of a sudden we're now singing a song that's currently popular in the R&B charts at the time. So for me, this gave me Anya, a cousin, and that came to the house and related to Claire. It was talking to Rudy about being self-assured of herself. And they had to go to see the show that night. And Rudy didn't understand why until she was like, wait, that's my uncle. That's right. Now, if that's what the Cosby's came out during this progressive time frame, it would be more the gay episode. But yes, you get what I'm saying. So I was like, this was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. She reclaimed Laganja's Ave. Oh, peace to Mateo. It's like you took the words out of my mouth. I preferred Malibu's Most Wanted to a cop. You feel where I went there, friend? You see how I did that? I wanted to take her away from the idea of what black people, what they think black people act. You feel what I'm saying? And then went to where it was a nice Did you see how I did that? Now you wanted to bring this up. I was trying to take it to a misinterpretation because you want to be, but you'll never be. This is what we actually do to do. This is what she's eating watermelon, like that kind of stuff. But thank you, Peace to Mateo, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Yes, I did drag Katie LaPerry in that one because she definitely was holding a fucking watermelon, talking about this is what we do. I hated that era. I really did. Lexi looked like a pinched Alyssa Edwards, but I thought this was fun and I thought it was funny. Yeah. Corey, this was bad. This was so bad. So bad. Oh my God, Corey, this was bad. Corey. Okay, so let's talk about the creative process. None. I have watched the Tim and Eric awesome show. And I still couldn't make any sense out of this. You had on the same outfit that you got chopped in, high key. You then took it off to reveal a lighter chop. And then you that was the crystallized version of this all. I love you, chop. This was wild. It didn't make a lick of sense. Not a lick. None of it. They smashed you with eggs because you're the chicken now. And then it was the falling over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And that would be funny if it was an edited fall and it ended with do, 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 like Tim and Eric do. Like that, like, and it was like the over and over, like weird edit. Like that's the problem. You're not in charge of editing this down for a TikTok video. So it doesn't come out the same way you want it to. I bet you money if Corey got the chance to like edit this the way they wanted to, we probably would have found this to be funnier. This is somebody else getting in charge of the show. So it was like you gave your ideas and now someone else has to do the work. Because to me, this needed like some real drop of that liquid substance into a spoon and do some things that are like magic with it. I would never do that in my life, but you get what I'm saying. You're going to like an Ungrateful Dead concert. That kind of tease, but I don't feel like they got to do that. So it was bad. It was really bad. It was really bad. Bad. Tops and bottoms. Joella, Corey King, and Arietti are in the bottom. I understand why Arietti's there for her outfit, and I know she wasn't the best in her group, but I was like, okay. And then Joella, obvious, and Corey was obvious. Top three, you have Susan Toots, Anya Nerve, and Crystal Envy, aka before Zac Efron, not after Zac Efron. That's a different version of him now. Yeah, it was between Crystal and Anya for me personally. Yeah, but who is this lady? Why do I have your picture up here? I was confused. Maybe I just grabbed it because I was like, I think I'll look her up. Change my mind. Anya wins. I think Anya had the best talent show and a great runway. I think that Crystal had the best runway and did a great. Why am I saying talent show? And had a mixing up the episodes. Sorry. Anya had the best commercial and a great runway, and Crystal had the best runway and a great commercial. There we go. Yeah. Anya's was really well done. I think Crystal just did a lot of work too. So it was a little tough way for me to look at it as a Libra. I'm like, ooh, I can see if either one of them had won. I'm kind of happy Anya won to piss a few people off. Have your moment because you're not going to have that many wins the next episode, face. Wins the next episode, head. Have your moment because you're not going to wins the next episode. 10 wins. Does that sparkle with the rest of the group? That's a South Park reference, by the way. Sparkle. that is definitely. Oh, it's one of my favorite episodes too. The list. Sunshine. Shout out to those who clocked in. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was so funny. They had the list of like who was the hottest and who was the ugliest. And Kyle got up, like Kyle ended up at the bottom of the list and he ends up hanging out with the uglier kids for some odd reason. Cause he's like, well, I can't hang out with the good ones anymore because they were pushing them out. Bitch, it was when he took off that girl's glass. He's like, here, let's just take off your glasses there. We can and then you see her face. Too much. And that's where I get my burn it down. Burn the school down to the ground. That's where I get that from, in case you're ever wondering. It's one of my favorite. I fucking love that episode. It's so stupid. And it was Wendy and like Wendy and Bebe with the guns. Remember? Hold on. You just couldn't let it go, Wendy, could you? You just couldn't let it go. We had to put Clyde on the list because his dad works for the shoe store. We're trying to get new shoes. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. Let's move on. Oh no, I have to watch that episode. Oh no. Ooh, that shit is so funny. Right. Hold on, blood. Give it up, baby. We got you surrounded. Oh my God. That's why I tell people to watch South Park. Like, because, like, seriously, it's so funny. I hate Matt's monotonous voice, but the recap serves its purpose. Thank you, Rachel. I guess. Thank you, Rachel. Oh, you're talking about Matt? Oh no, Matt. No. I thought it was, my name is Matthew. So I'm like, wait. I was like, I guess, oh. That was me. I was like, oh. I was like, oh, well. Sorry. I mean, even if it was for me, I still was just going to be like, well. Oh, thanks. I'm sorry. I told you my therapy's going great. Oh no, that's my boy. I ain't gonna talk about him. That's my boy. And it did enjoy working with him on his video. I did. He was good to work with too. He's good people. We knew where this was going. I didn't see Ariete lip syncing today. I wasn't ready for Buttons by the Pussycat Dolls. I was like, oh. She turns around and has a RuPaul's face do Snoop Dogg's part. Takes off that and then gives us this. I wanted her to put it back on. I would have rather her stayed with her hands up in what is a feminine product. I would have rather that than see this and that in the wig. I would have rather. Because then you put on this outfit and it's like, I want to go all the way to the tonight. You did not know the song. And your body do lie. Hips, body, all of it. It's a liar, girl. You're not a dancer. I'm just gonna say it now. Y'all can love and live and breathe. I'm just gonna say it right now. As an actual dance, you are not a dancer. You do not cut up in your freestyles the way you want to. Girl, it be looking like pudding sitting on the street. Just fell over. No, ma'am. I'm tired of seeing the stress ball on my stage give nothing. I was like, no, girl, she gotta go. I was like, she gotta go. I can't do this no more. I was like, I'm sorry. That lady looked like it has sound effects when she does her movements. Like I'm not here for it. It's almost like a twisted, pull it, pop it. Like no. No, I'm not. I can't. I won't. Corey, that is the saddest ponytail I have ever seen on God's great earth. This thing, as much as you were eating her up, and you were, by default, you were, that little ponytail came out. I was like, sister, you are broad shouldered and big backed. I need you to have a thicker braid. You need some hair. That is a thin braid for a 20-inch Lana waist. Do you understand? Look at that braid. It need volume. I was like, oh no. Joella don't know the verse. The Snoop Dogg's lines. She's too feminine. I said, okay. Well, feel it, girl. No, you just didn't know the words. You knew some words, like the ad libs. Woo wee. This is how the lip sync went for me. This is the picture. This is it. This is it. That's all you need. You want to know what the lip sync look like? This. A burp and a split. That's what this is. That's the only thing I see in this picture. A burp and a split. From the gut. Girl, even the split that Corey did was cute. Girl, Joella fell to her death. I was like, oh my God. God. Huh. Fix your mug. Okay. Remember, Hormona, fix your. All right. All right. Corey wins. Joella does not. I feel bad a little bit because I'm like, okay, well, the journey is over. We're no longer going to go down this road of fantasy. She pulled the lever that is not connected to anything. Thank you. I think a burp and a split was quite accurate. Okay. It's gas and a split. See? I burped. Oop, did it again. Oop. At least I won't die a local girl. I thought was the wildest thing you could. I thought that was wild. Listen, you must be secure in those bookings, Joella. I'm here for it. No shade. I was like, she must be secure in her bookings. I would never. Not second out. I would never. Never. Bitch, you know how many girls are local again who are left in your position? I need you to not. I said she must be secure. She good. She good. Because there's no way I'd say some dumb shit like that going back to my hometown. They would have to know me. Because if I was a new girl and I said some shit like that, whoever, new job, new profession, crashing out on Twitter. Whoop, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Untucked, it was interesting. It didn't hold my attention as much as it usually does, but I will say that the girls had different opinions in the beginning about who was in the top and the bottom. But I was kind of like, oh, this will be fun coming back. And I also wish they let Anya cook with that whole, I got bad critiques. I did this bad because she did that to hear what someone else was going to say. And they didn't let her cook. I was like, damn. We wanted to hear someone give their like real opinion and not be fake. Let her cook. I did kind of want to see Lexi lip sync in this because I think she was ready with this wig when she took the hat off. Though Sam has activated. I do appreciate that. Sam is not holding the fuck back at all, and there was a lot of right that Sam was saying that I agreed with in Untucked. So I'm here for popcorn bobblehead. Joella, one of the funniest things you also said tonight was what did RuPaul say? I don't like Joella's drag. And she was holding up the blanket and doing all that. But Arietti was hot, bitch. About the makeup comment. And while like I said before, I'm conflicted with Michelle's critique. I understand the purpose of it is to elevate the drag if it does seem to be a little too redundant for them as judges, or sort of like giving them, I guess, a critique to improve on or to do something different to challenge. The cats part, I think, is what set her up and what made her mad, because it's like, you're not just coming for the nose, you're now referring to the ears. And you didn't say that on the stage, but now that's what you're kind of getting to with the way this is painted, with the way the ears are going, with the way I like to do my drag. I don't want Ariete to change. I do want her to receive that critique, and I'll switch this up just a tad bit. I'll change this up a little bit. But like, I want to do my own thing too. So yeah, I mean, I get it. I do. I don't like Ariete. Listen, Ariete, it was funny though when, you know, Susie was like, "Oh, I was so gagged. They love my makeup," and then Ariete's like, "Yeah, I gagged." Like, even Susie had to turn around and go, "Oh," like she wasn't mad, but she was like, "Oh," she's like, "Oh," like, "Oh," like they even smiled it off. They had like even Ariana had to giggle, because I was like, "Well, damn." That was one of those moments where they're cool, and Susie don't take shit like that to heart. She definitely didn't take that to heart. It was like, "Oh, okay, wait, kind of ate that a little bit." Amy, thank you for the super chat. Maddie, which number? Ooh, my stomach. I'm sorry, y'all. I need to eat. I'm about to wrap this live up. Maddie, which number do you think is the winning lever? In Pit Stop, they were saying production probably picked 1 and 7. Number 7, Save Pomona. See, I would have picked 7. So probably 1 and 7. 1 always just seems like it would, like the first lever you never think is going to be the one that works, and it somehow comes through. 7 would have been my other number. My other option would have been 2. Thank you for super chat though. I honestly don't know, because I don't think it's even based off of the numbers in reality. I think it's just based off of the people that they want to save, and that they just so happen to pick that number. Oh, to represent 17. Now that would be the most logical answer. And if no one is thinking that, that's crazy. That would be very logical to do. But also, if someone figured that out early, that gag would be done so quick. Oh, Corey is a little bit upset too that they don't get him, but like, we didn't get it either, baby. It's okay. You'll be all right, bro. Ramona, this was beautiful. I also foresee you being a part of an Olay commercial that is going to, you discuss lotion. It's going to be a little bit different this upcoming year for sure. But I thought this was sweet of her to do for Joella. They don't do the packing of the bags anymore. It's just girls walk out. A little wild. I do like Untucked, but I'm like, oh, I kind of miss well, I'm in here and blah. It's like, no more reading messages. It's just walking out. Get out of here, bitch. Like, damn. Hold on a second. I needed to stand up for a second. My stomach like just went, and I'm like, okay, I just need to finish this. Get something to eat. Because you know me, when I work, I sometimes forget to eat, and I've been up since 8 doing this, getting everything together. Just get busy. ADHD, baby, it's bad. Joella was iconic television. She was delusional iconic television, and it was funny to watch her journey. I didn't see this going anywhere. I didn't see it going to top 4. I didn't see middle of the road, based off of the outfits and presentation that were given. And then that last lip sync, where it was their first lip sync, I was just like, oh no, oh, absolutely not. Absolutely, absolutely not. No, that wasn't good. So it will be interesting if they bring her back later for some stuff. She was fun for the moment, and I thought she served a good purpose on the show. She definitely shook things up and it made things interesting, and we laughed and we were there for a lot of it. So I think it was a fun little ride. I was here for the short ride. I'm here for the short ride. I think the season has a lot of delusion in the door. There's a lot of girls that think they know what's going on, and I don't know if they do or not. Who's next to go home for me? Why are you gonna ask a Libra a question like that? It's kind of in the air. Like, Corey's not doing well. Arietti has been challenged with making a change. Will they do it? Acacia, we kind of forgot, but is safe sliding through. I don't know. Who's my top 3, top 4 right now? So right now, up in the echelon for me is Lexi Love, Anya Nerve, Crystal Envy is my 3. The 4th spot is still remaining. There's a lot of contenders in there for the 4th spot, but the 3 for me are those 3 is Lexi, Anya, and Crystal Envy are like really giving it to me right now. Susie, I have on my board too, but I want a breakout moment besides the talent show, and that hasn't happened yet. I've been wanting to see that from the other girls too. Like, the talent show was like, that's great. Y'all, I don't hate Susie just because I didn't say her name. Oh my God. I'm just saying I like her. We just got the talent show win. I want another opportunity to see her do something else before I give her some time, because I didn't care for Anya initially through her Meet the Queens, but as we've gotten to episode 4, I'm like, I live. Lexi, I like from the 1, the 2, and 3. But yeah, I like Susie. I like Suzanne. That's why, hell, I give her a nickname. That's how you know I like the girl. But I just want to see her in and I need something else. This is not shade. It's just me going, I want to see something else happen with her. She's really cool and I like her vibe, and she's definitely giving me top 5 energy for sure. But I also have a feeling about Lingerie possibly doing better very soon. Like, they're doing the slow burn. The frustration of not being the top is going to finally get to them. They start to like push up. There are ideas of that, but we'll see. Have you experienced the FKA Twigs album? I have. I will hold my thoughts for Sunday's panel. And this is me saying I gotta go. This is me saying I gotta go. My stomach is killing me and I need to eat. I'm sorry. You know, my stomach is really like not feeling it right now. I'm starting to dip. Woo! Okay. Let me get my social medias out the way and let y'all get to it. Okay. It's at MattyRants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the MattyRants. You can find that all in the About section with my Linktree links. I do reactions on Patreon. I did have this episode uploaded to my Patreon, so you can view it for as low as $1 a month. This episode, the traders, and every show that I cover on my channel is available for consumption on Patreon. Brain, come back because you're giving up. Come back, Brain. You're almost done. Cameo. Bookable on Cameo for special requests. Also, come on, girl. Come on, girl. Merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. Affiliate partner with Paramount Plus. Get that free week of Paramount Plus on me. Stay after that week. I won't tell you why. You know why. Anything else I gotta promote? Panel is tomorrow. Monday is a rant report, and then I'll be off Tuesday through Thursday. If you're on my Patreon, you know you get videos Thursday, Friday, and I believe Sunday as well for me. Thank you, Donna, for the tippy poo on PayPal. Hey, baby, thanks for all you do. Love you. My favorite fine father of 2. Thank you so much, Donna. I love you too, baby. I appreciate you down. Mo to the thing. Hey, Monica. Missed the live, but I'll be on the playback. I love you, Monica, and thank you so much for the tippy poo on Cash App. I gotta go. Wow. Oh, it's right. It's like right here. It's like, girl, eat something else. I had so much fun with y'all today. Thank you so much for the super chats. I apologize if I was later behind on anybody's super chats today. Again, the ADHD monster is like rampant in my life and has consumed me. body and soul. But I'll get better, I promise. But yes, catch you tomorrow for the panel where me and my friends get to talk about this episode and more all over again. Have yourselves a blessed one. Thank you for the tips. If you want to drop some more, paypal.me/MattyRants, catch up MattyRants and MattyRants. But if not, don't forget. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Listen. Yeah.